We are following fast-moving developments on that raging wildfire burning in the Cajon Pass, just 200 miles southwest of Las Vegas. This is the main connector on Interstate 15 for people traveling to California, which means people have been stuck in traffic nearly all day.
I got terrified. I started to shake and I started running around the house trying to get everything together, to come.
Within just the past few hours, this fire has exploded in size, burning 18,000 acres and forcing 82,000 people from their homes. 700 personnel are on scene and additional firefighters are on the way. This has become a living nightmare for folks living in that area, and tonight we are all over this. We are going to keep a live picture of the fire at the bottom of your screen throughout this newscast. We have live team coverage from the chaos on the roads to the evacuee centers. But first, we begin with 13 Action News reporter Brian Callahan. He left early this afternoon driving along Interstate 15 in a drive that can only be described as eerie. And Brian, what's it like where you are tonight?
Well, you can't see the smoke as much because it's dark and the camera can't quite pick it up, but behind me here, just to the left of that billboard, there's a glow of the flames reflecting off the smoke from the fire there as firefighters continue trying to get a handle on this fast-moving fire. Just in the last hour, the fire has grown from 15,000 to 18,000 acres. 82,000 plus people are under evacuation warnings tonight. With the fire continuing to grow, there's still no word on when the 15 will reopen here through Cajon Pass. Many of the truck drivers who are stuck know they're in for a long wait.
Pulled over at about 1 o'clock and I said, you know what, there's no way I'm going to get down the hill.
It's probably going to be closed all night. You're likely going to be...
most likely screwed. Yeah, my boss is going to probably enjoy this one.
And this fire was extremely fast moving. To give you an idea, crew of San Bernardino County firefighters were actually trapped by the fire while trying to protect homes early on. They were able to get out of there, but two of the firefighters suffered minor injuries. They were taken away, treated, and then they were back here on the lines fighting this fire tonight. Reporting live, Brian Callahan, 13 Action News.
Brian, thank you. Right now, a huge part, as you heard, of Interstate 15 remains closed at this hour in both directions. We're talking about a nearly 30-mile stretch of highway. One of our viewers sent us these pictures showing the backup on the road. As we mentioned, many people, even our own general manager, spent hours stuck in traffic just trying to navigate around this mess. Well, people headed towards Southern California suddenly find themselves having to turn back. And we sent 13 Action News reporter Masa Saidi to Prim tonight, where a lot of drivers got stuck. Masa.
Yeah, they did, Trisha. The 15 is behind me. You can see that it is open at this location. We spoke with dozens of drivers tonight, most everyone coming from LA or San Bernardino. They were trying to get away from the fire, from the smoke. They were stuck in traffic for hours, double, triple the time that it usually takes. When we talk with people, some were just giddy with exhaustion. Others were just glad they made it here safe. Listen.
Nightmare. We run out of gas.
You start crying and my heart was like...
The drive is supposed to take you 4 hours. How long have you been in the car?
7 hours and a half.
The trip took 10 hours from Valencia.
I could see the flames in my rearview mirror. And so I was just like, okay, I need to get out of here, like, now.
It just looked terrible. Like, I hope everyone's okay.
And this is what they were trying to get away from, the intense, horrific flames. Drivers told me because part of the 15 was closed, some had to take the 10 to the 62. Others had to get on a dirt road for several miles. That one family you heard right on the top ran out of gas. Their children started crying. Now, we talked with no one who was heading to LA tonight. That would mean they would have to take a significant detour, add hours to their drive. Nobody wanted to do that. Back out here live, here's a live look at the 15, the direction of heading towards LA. You can see several cars on the road. We did speak with one family. They were headed to Victorville, and the only reason they left tonight is because they were going to get off the 15 right before that closure. We're going to continue to stay on the top of this breaking news. Trisha, let's take it back to you.
All right, Masa, thank you very much. We're continuing our team coverage with Gina Lazara, who's live in Hesperia at a high school that's considered a safe zone for fire victims. And she talked to several families out there who are just devastated tonight. Gina, tell us about that.
Yeah, Tricia, like you said, I'm in Hesperia, California, which is about 15 miles from where this fire is really burning and taking out those homes and other buildings. I'm actually in an area that's considered a safe zone for evacuees to come. It's a high school here in Hesperia. It's called Sultana High School. With more than 80,000 people evacuated from their homes, there's probably a few dozen that actually took advantage of this shelter set up by the Red Cross. Inside, people have been eating dinner, resting on their cots, and some of them crying together. I spoke with one family that had to leave behind 10 of their animals, 6 cats and 4 dogs. Another woman who said the fire was in her backyard when she grabbed her things and took off.
I can't, I got to get out of here, and I started to cry. I just bawled. I was embarrassed, but I was so scared. I was shaking. I'm still shaking.
Patty said she only had time to grab some clothes, her medicine, her walker, and some pictures of her family off of her mantle. Reporting live tonight, Gina Lazara, 13 Action News.